Looks like Christmas came early. Love this thing. Sound core. And I'm gonna continue to rock it. Oh, that was incredible. Welcome back to the Brannon No channel. I'm your host, Brannon, where we talk tech. Now, let me give you a little backstory, if you will. We're talking about the Tribit today. That's right, it's Tribit. Yeah, it's actually pronounced Tribit, not Tribit. So save all your comments. I get it straight from the source. Whoa. This is my Tribit StormBox Blast. And the reason I say my is because this speaker has been with me everywhere I go. Wherever I need music, out in the garage putzing, on the deck chilling, alongside the pool when we're having a couple cocktails. It even travels with me at the cottage when I'm hunting with my buddies. Yeah, everywhere. So that bears the question, will the brand new Tribit StormBox Blast 2 replace my go-to? Hang out with me and let's find out together. And even though it is Christmas season, this hat can get quite distracting. Why don't we slip into something a little less fuzzy? Oh, wrong season. That's for the shower later. Too fancy. That's better. Coming in the box is a user manual in a few different languages and your AC plug adapter. Lastly is the all-new Tribit StormBox Blast 2. First impressions? A whole lot bigger and a hell of a lot heavier. Let's just clear the elephant out of the room, okay? If you're looking for a portable speaker to take on your travels, you need to know that this speaker is no lightweight. 15.76 pounds, in fact. That's 3.75 pounds heavier than my StormBox Blast. Oh, 7.15 kilograms. You didn't think I was gonna forget my overseas fam, did you? All right, let's take a closer look at the speaker. Again, it's the same material as you get in the StormBox Blast. It's all in matte black, except for the engraved gloss Tribit name on top of the handle. And you get this silver metal plate on the front. Now there's also silicone rubber throughout, such as the radiators, the backing plate, and your operating strip, where you'll find a 4-tier LED light display, your power on and off, Bluetooth sync button, volume minus, play and pause, and the volume plus. Next to that is the lighting modes and your X-Bass button. And lastly, the true wireless switch, more on that in the specs. On the front of the speaker, we have a metal mesh grille covering the drivers and tweeters. And of course, all your lighting is encased within the front and both right and left sides. On the back side of the speaker, we have another mesh grille cover along with a rubber grommet backing plate. When opened, exposes your AC adapter port, a USB-C input, a USB-A output for using as a power bank, and your 3.5mm auxiliary input. And lastly, we have volume control for mic 1 and 2. That's right, you're now going to be able to karaoke until your heart's content. Or lose your voice, whichever comes first. And if that's not enough, Tribit actually threw in a reverb adjustment for good measure. On the bottom of the speaker, it has a track-style rubber grip for keeping the StormBox Blast 2 stationary. All right, nerd out with me. Let's go over the specs. If there were any doubts with the weight and size of the new StormBox Blast 2, you can check that at the door. Because with a bigger size comes with bigger sound. Like their 200-watt panoramic sound. As long as you're plugged into the AC, you'll get the full 200, by the way. You're getting an 80-watt subwoofer with diamond-shaped reinforcing ribs. I love me some ribs. Oh. You're also getting 45 watts times 2 mid-range drivers and 15 watts times 2 silk dome tweeters. Now, if I've done my math correctly, that is 5 impressive drivers all working together equaling 200 watts. Damn. Roar through large spaces with thunderous 108 decibel loudness. Dive into deep 40 hertz bass. Tribit says it will be a rich and immersive audio journey for bass enthusiasts, bass heads. And you'll be able to achieve all of this using the exclusive X-Bass technology at the touch of a button. And lastly, you get the Tribit's Immersive X 3D, delivering a captivated, immersive sound experience. Now, of course, all of this is Tribit's words, certainly not mine, but there will be a test coming soon. Now, you guys remember the true wireless sync button I mentioned earlier on this? Well, if funds aren't an issue, you can sync 2 StormBox Blast 2s together for a ridiculous amount of stereo sound. And of course, you do not need an extra speaker, believe me. Let's talk battery. Coming with 30 hours of playtime, you'll be able to run the StormBox Blast 2 from dawn until dusk. It's highly recommended you don't blast this thing at dawn, of course. You might piss off a few neighbors. Did you catch the really small print? Allow me. You're going to have the speaker set in normal temperatures with the volume at 50% with no lights and no X-Bass. Otherwise, hours will vary. Coming with Bluetooth 5.4 and has an IP67 dust and waterproof rating. Makes it so much easier to take the speaker outside in any conditions without needing to worry about it. Just go out and play it and have fun. And lastly, we have Tribit's app. Not only to adjust the sound, but play with the customized dynamic lighting. Let me show you. All right, first things first, let's go ahead and power it up by pressing the power button. Should hear a tone. There it is, we're connected. Click on the Tribit app, tap on the device, let it connect. All right, there we go. At the top, we see the Tribit StormBox Blast 2. Under that is an icon of the speaker, and just under that, we have our battery percent. Following it down is a volume rocker, your reverse and forward a track, and lastly, your play and pause. Let's take a look at lights. In here brings up 3 lighting control modes. And by tapping on settings right next to each mode allows us to have complete control with light bars, middle lights, side lights. You have color to cycle or customize. Yeah, pick a color, any color. You can have the lights beat to different rhythms, and you'll be able to do this in all 3 modes. And of course, to get you that full 30 hours of playtime, you can turn out the lights completely. But what fun is that? Speaking of fun, let's take a look at Equalizer. In here, we get 8 presets, and if you notice, there's a setting right next to the preset. Tapping on that, you can actually customize the order of each preset you use the most. Now that's what I like to call attention to detail. Now, of course, if you don't find what you're looking for, you can always find it here in Customized. Just hit the plus button, give it a name, hit confirm. Now you can adjust 10 EQ bands to your preferred listening. All right, lastly, we have settings. At the top, we see firmware version. Under that is device name. Call it what you want. Countdown to shutdown. Now this is good. By turning it on, brings up a hour rocker and even down to the precise minute. When you're not around the speaker, knowing that this is going to shut off exactly 2 hours and 5 minutes, that is super clutch. EQ button. Now this is sweet. It actually gives us the ability to utilize the XSpace. Say you want audiobook for when it's lit up, or maybe brann'z fave for when it's not lit. Just hit apply and you are good to go. Personally, for me, I would keep the XSpace when lit because the button actually says XSpace, and use the light off for whatever favorite setting you want. Voice prompt. In here, you can leave on or turn off any tones you wish to hear or not. You can also turn them all off by clicking here. You have auto shutdown on or off. If it's not playing any music or you're touching any of the controls, it'll just shut itself off after 5 minutes. Great way of saving the juice. Volume indicator on or off. That's if you don't want to illuminate the volume plus or minus. Maybe in the daylight would be fine, but at night, you're gonna use it. And that's it. What a fun-filled app. A lot more options than the StormBox Blast had last year. You can really get in there this time and mess around. I love it. All right, since we have the box powered on, we are going to do ourselves some music tests. And I say music with S. We're gonna play a few inside the studio here. And yeah, even though it's cold outside, we're gonna take it out there as well, because that's how I roll for you guys. Come on, you know better. But first, a word from our sponsor. Not only does ARTLIST have over 18,000 song titles to choose from, they're also adding professional sound effects every day. Need some stock footage? ARTGRID has you covered with stunning HD and 4K video formats. Take advantage of 3 different plans or max it all. Make ARTLIST and ARTGRID your all-in-one arsenal. If you've enjoyed all the music I've played in my videos and you need to check out ARTLIST, I'll have all the discount details down in my description below and where you can get yourself 2 free months on top of any year subscription you decide. All right, I have moved the speaker over just a bit. It's gonna be really loud in this studio because it's not very big, but we are gonna go outside as well. So hopefully it'll give you a good example. First song is called Imperfections by Nero Self. Here we go. Ooh. Cut it down just a minute. And this is with bass off, by the way. We're gonna kick on the bass, don't worry. Oh, that's with the bass off. That's sick. Let's try the XSpace. Oh my gosh. Volume up, ready? Wow.
I look good 24/7, 24/7. All y'all 10s, I'm an 11. 24/7. All y'all 10s, I'm an 11. I'm an 11. I'm hot 24/7. I sleep in my Louboutin, so I wake up sexy. My martini's dirty blonde, and no, not too fancy.
Gotta get some power in there. For me. Hopefully it was good enough for you. Incredible. Absolutely amazing. And to answer the question earlier, yes, this is definitely going to replace my StormBox Blast, 100%. I don't care if it's bigger or weighs more, it's worth the sacrifice because this, my friends, is badass. All right, let's go ahead and just roll right into my pros and cons so we can get you guys on your merry way. Pro number one, y'all know what I'm gonna say, the sound. It's big, it's loud, it's got the thumping bass. Now I knew this before I even pushed power for the very first time. It was gonna sound good, if not better. I've been using the StormBox Blast for over a year now, and I've been loving it ever since, until now. And another pro, not only did they boost up the features on their app, we have a lot more lighting with all the controls at our fingertips, and not to mention, we now have a karaoke machine. So not only are you gonna dazzle them at the party with all this music, but maybe some good singing on top of it. Or not. So yes, loaded with app features, and we're getting an IP dust and waterproof rating, which just seals the deal. Puts that bow on the present, if you will. I've been bragging about it ever since. I am a true Tribit fanboy, and I'm sure you're gonna hit me up in the comments saying so. However, I do have two cons. Well, maybe two cons I could bitch about. It really all depends. Number one is the size and weight. We've talked about it throughout the video, and I am not kidding when I say this is heavy. It's going to be cumbersome for some. And con number two could possibly be the price. But like I said, these maybe could be a couple of cons. Let's talk retail. The brand new Tribit StormBox Blast 2 is listed for $299.99. However, there is a limited time deal. That's right, it's limited, so remember that. Taking 20% off, now selling for $239.99, but there's more. Santa Claus is coming. Click on the $30 off coupon and get it for now $209.99. Like I said, it could be a con for some, but could be the winning lottery for others. For me, it's an irresistible, incredible price for an incredible, irresistible Bluetooth speaker. I'll provide you with my Amazon affiliate link. Yes, I get a kickback. It's not huge or anything, but it definitely helps me and the channel grow in making these reviews for you, of course. We're not leaving out the StormBox Blast. We got my father-in-law, the same speaker, and let me tell you, he definitely pisses off his neighbors. If you don't need all the bells and whistles, like plugging in microphones to make it a karaoke machine, you can always lighten the load and grab the StormBox Blast. It's going for $199.99, also with an instant coupon of $40, bringing it down to $159.99. To me, it's definitely worth it because I've used that speaker for over a year and I have absolutely loved it. The only reason I am going to switch it out is because I have myself the new StormBox Blast 2. Let's open a fortune cookie. Sorry, wrong cookie. Oh, it is Christmas, by the way. Hang on a second. There we go. That's better. Back to Christmas. All right. Special word of the fortune is mouth. Weird. A single kind word can keep one warm for years. Wow, that's kind of ironic because it is definitely cold. Very cold. Now, of course, if you lasted this long with me in the review, well, you're either family or could be a little something wrong with you. But hey, you guys know better than I do. We don't judge here at this table. Not now, not ever. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe on your way out that door if you are not already. Now, with Christmas right around the corner, I won't be able to kick out any more videos until in between New Year's. So still for 2024, we will have one more, maybe two more videos before the new year. Until then, please be safe and happy holidays to each and every one of you. See ya.